Welcome to the last edition of Northern Heat for 2022. My name is Robert Lennon, President of Thermalwood Canada and host for the show. Over the past year, we have discovered 52 new stories in our region that include New Brunswick as a whole. Stories of people that are doing some wonderful things that you would not necessarily know about, or that maybe you should. We have so much to offer in this beautiful province of ours that sometimes we fail to see what we actually have. Northern Heat is all about telling those stories and showcasing the people behind them. During each interview, we have been able to discover the passion that drives them and making these stories even more exceptional. We have discovered authors creating books that help us better understand our history with the First Nations and books that help young people deal with tough reality of sometimes things that they have to deal with every day. We are meeting newcomers to our province from other provinces and even other countries that have immigrated to Canada, but most importantly to our region, and finding out why they chose to do so. We've met young entrepreneurs from ice fishing with Matt and his dad, to glamping on the peninsula with Emilie and Patrick, making kombucha with Danielle, making hot sauce with Dylan, homeschooling with Holy, special coffee on the beach with the singing nomad, Melissa and her marketing techniques with women's clothing, Zoe and her new store on Main Street in Bathurst, and her knowledge of building marketing assets. The inspiring story of Ken McLeod and Sistema, the New Brunswick Youth Orchestra, and wanting to include 10,000 children in the youth orchestra over the next 10 years. The work that Catherine is doing revitalizing downtown core of Bathurst. Andrew Kelly and his genius in helping the world discover Thermalwood Canada with a 3D virtual tour of our facility. Ken Murphy on how his process helps New Brunswickers reach new markets and increase their exposure and ultimately new business. The unbelievable products that are manufactured in New Brunswick that we found out during the New Brunswick Export Awards. Young musicians like J.P. LeBlanc that are pursuing a dream in the music industry that they've had all their lives. A committee that is promoting the blues in Petit Rocher, probably in the most beautiful venue that the world has for sitting for blues, and it's sitting on the most beautiful bay in the world. Finding out that the Bizigo Trail was nominated by National Geographic as one of the top 25 most recommended trails to visit in the world. And yes, I said the world. That an endurance race is drawing participants from all over the world, and that the registration for this challenge fills up in less than 15 seconds. Shannon Levine and the students at BHS that she is preparing for a life of becoming an entrepreneur. Also about my grandchildren that decide that they want to meet Mickey Mouse so bad that they are raising their own money by collecting bottles and selling crafts at any event that they can find. Charlie's Cat Rescue and the partnerships that they've made with the Kinsmen to raise cash and money to be able to do all the good work that they do with these stray cats. How the Curling Club is trying to reinvent themselves. A new basketball franchise is coming to town, so go Bathurst Bears. And Gare Maxwell, who published a new book called Big Little Legends and talks about Thermalwood Canada and the Northern Heat in Chapter 9. Thank you to all the people that have committed to share our posts. Without these shares, we would not have been able to reach over 1 million people, and that's how many people we've reached so far. Looking forward to discovering new stories in 2023 and for allowing the rest of the world to discover why we should be so proud of being New Brunswickers. There we are, the last edition of Northern Heat for this year, the place you come to listen to the stories that haven't been discovered yet.